Oh, hello. Guess what? We finally molted. This is Denver, the Chromatopalmocyan aopubescens. And unfortunately for him, well, not really unfortunately for him, but he matured. He has the hooks and he's got the emboli. Can't see him right now because of the way he is. That's the first thing I noticed was his emboli, because they're still white. So at the very end of his pedipalps, and he's white, and he has the prominent hooks. I am kind of bewildered. I mean, because I received this guy on the 20th of January 2016 as about a 1-inch sling, and here we are a year and a half later and he's mature already. So that's kind of disheartening, because I searched so long to find someone that had GBBs back then, and I finally found one. In fact, all the GBBs I have are from Tanya at fearnottarantulas.com. This is the first guy I got from her. This is how I got started with getting stuff from Tanya, was this guy right here. But so he is mature, and I'm not quite sure what we'll do with him as of right now. I know a lot of people that have had mature GBBs or mature males that have actually matured over the course of the last 4 or 5 months. So he might be sticking around with me, or we'll see if we can find him someplace to go and hopefully survive a mating. But yeah, that's where we're going to start. And second part of the start, just because we're right here, I went ahead and rehoused the Acanthoscuria geniculata that molted the other day. Was not thrilled whatsoever. Very threat postury, was attacking the skewer that I used to move them, almost like it's ready to eat already. And I looked at it, it's been what, 3 days, 4 days. Fangs are black, very active, drinking water, probably ready to eat. But I'd really like to hold off on feeding this one yet. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get set up with the tripod actually, and we're going to feed, I don't know, well, we got Gramstola pulchripes, a couple of them, Euapolacetus campstratus, Brachypelma hamori, probably the Brachypelma vagans, a few Brachypelma albopilosums. I got the Homeoema species blue. We have the other Acanthoscuria geniculata. What else we got going on? Oh, Brachypelma amelia. I don't have a bunch of them to feed. Oh, we'll try feeding my mature male Monocentropas belfori. We might try feeding the Iphonopelma gabelli again today. I tried feeding my male Carabina versicolor the other day, and he didn't want anything to do with it. So I'm assuming that he only gets that way when he's in pre-molt. Doesn't look like it, but I'm sure he probably is. So we got a handful of stuff to feed, and probably some slings. I want to try and feed the Sazime that molted last week. Hapalopus species Columbia large, the Gramstola pulchra, probably both of them. No, we can't feed, that's right, we can't feed Norman. Norman is in pre-molt, so we'll feed the sling. We'll see what else comes about, but we'll probably get 10, 15, 20 of them fed. And trying to figure out who I want to move. When I do these feedings, I'll probably figure out who I want to move into this container here. System of this was what the mature male albopilosum was in. before I shipped them off. And I saw the video today from Adam Erickson. Ooh, those fangs aren't ready yet. It's good. I'm not going to feed it. He did have a successful insertion with the male Dolichothelli diamantinensis that I sent him, which is good. Makes me happy. I know. I mean, I've sent out a few males. He got 3 of them. I sent a male to Vlad, and he produced real well too. So I'm hoping, you know, that they continue doing what they are meant to do. So let's get on with the rest of the stuff. Okay, so we're going to start with Onyx. This is the mature male Dolichothelli diamantinensis that's going to John Sanchez this Wednesday. See if he wants to eat before he takes his journey. Without coming out of the enclosure. The roach is like right underneath him. He is so long and spindly. So hopefully for the next couple weeks John will pair this one up also. And I'll have 2 of my males that went out to breed. Doesn't look like he's hungry either. Yeah, we'll take the lid off now. I think we're safe. You'll be able to get a good shot of him. Yeah, we did get it. That's a good time to take the lid off. That's good. He'll get a good meal in him before he goes. He'll be off to do his thing. You guys watch him for a second. I want to try something. I got this flashlight. It was on sale. It's an LED light that's magnetic. I'm going to make a little like a piece of sheet metal that I can, with a stand on it, and then I can use this as extra lighting, different angle lighting anyway. Okay, well, let's move on to what's next. So next up will be the one Dolichothelli diamantinensis that I'll have left. This is Opal, this suspected female, but the way my luck is going, it'll probably molt out next molt into a male. I don't know what our neighbors are doing over there, but it's rather loud. Oh, well, that sucks. Roach went in side. There's Opal. Opal got the roach inside of her little web tunnel. Okay, if she comes out, then we'll get some pictures of her. Okay, next up is the Brachypelma vagans. I don't expect this to take long. I guess if the roach cooperates, so it's going to take longer than I expected. And the roach is probably on the bottom of the wood. I didn't put a very big one in there, so I'll get Another smaller one. Try to get this one a little bit closer too. Same thing. You gotta kidding me. Good night. Here we are. Again, just for a normal, everyday, common spider, they're rather good looking. Alright, let's move on. There's a Brachypelma albopilosum, a Honduran curly hair. Yum yum. This one will probably molt, I'd say by end of July. So this will probably be the last feeding for this one. This is I'm 99% positive this one's a female based on the molt, but next molt will probably let us know for sure. Okay, so we're doing good now. We're on a roll. The Gramostole pulchripes did come up with the roach, and so we're actually 5 for 5 so far, which is pretty dang good. We're going to feed the Aphonopelma annex next, and then the Seriocosmus aurea, or formerly Berthae. Okay, the Aphonopelma annex, who spends the majority of its time there on the side. I don't know why. It does like it there. This is one I contemplated on moving. I think I'm not really quite sure who I want to put into that other thing. I'm going to come over here in case he decides he wants to crawl out. This one likes to make hills. You can see the elevation changes that it likes to do. Buries the water dish above underneath 2.5 inches of dirt. So I put another dish in here. These are pretty close to the same as the hensi. I think what differs them is the thickness of the legs, and I think there's a setae pattern difference, not much, but so they are a bit different. I think their legs are a bit more stout than the annex, or the hensi, I mean. Doesn't look like Dallas is interested in eating at all. Alrighty. I spoke too soon, I guess, huh? Alrighty, we'll get this roach out of there and try feeding it to somebody else. There's the Seriocosmus aurea, or formerly Berthae. You can't get any better roach placement than that, I guess, but she hasn't been eating well. Oh. Okay, well maybe she will. With her, I always take her wood stuff out because she loves to be underneath the wood, and I just want to be sure that she's eating. She's actually trying to hide from it. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to take this roach out of here. I think she's going to double clutch. She's the one that laid an egg sac before, and if you look at her, see if we can see how thick she is here. Okay, there's to me, no real sign of pre-molt. Not that it can't be. Very well could be, but I'll have to find out if these can double clutch or not, because she looks pretty fat in the old abdomen. I know that you can like candle them and find out, but she's acting awfully strange. So I'm going to really soak this down, give her some moisture, and then re-put the wood on, and we'll have to keep tabs on her for the next week or so and see what happens. That'd be kind of cool if she does, because she didn't do a very good job of wrapping last time. So yeah, so she's trying to hide herself. So okay, I'm going to cover her back up. Okay, so if you would have been listening to me talk for the last 3 or 4 minutes about how I ended up with the spider that just ate, that I forgot to push the record button. This is Miko. This is the Nandu caropolensis. Ate the roach right off. I was kind of telling a story how I came about this spider. I made a deal last year. It's the first real trade I ever did. I ended up with a Salmopaeus cambridgei, which matured into a male about 5 weeks after I had it. And I got a Salmopaeus pulcher that has molted out female for me, which is great. This one here, and the female Aphonopelma chalcodes. And I sent a male Brachypelma albopilosum, a Aphonopelma hensi sling, and one other tarantula that I honestly can't remember what it was, to a friend in Washington. This would have been late winter, early spring last year. So I'm sorry I didn't push the record button and catch the attack, because it was pretty epic. The roach came out this way right to here, and Miko lunged out after it. But so imagine that in your head and then play that as a video, and that's what you would have saw. So we'll move on to who's next. Okay, this time I remembered to hit the record button. There is my beautiful Euapolacetus campostratus. Pretty sure we got a male. We'll kind of angle the camera here so that we can make sure to hopefully get... It's actually a pretty vicious eater. Oh yeah, he was ready. Definitely ready. Bring you guys over here. Turn him around. He's a pretty fellow. There he is. Like I said, the hair is much pinker than what you guys are seeing on here, but leg patterning is just excellent. I'm going to take some of this footage of these spiders here and probably the next few feedings and do a happy dance compilation. So you may see some of this stuff again, but you won't see it with me talking. I'll overlay music to it. Okay, so that's Dakota. And next up we're going to go ahead with the Brachypelma hamori that molted the day before this one. Well, there's Obi. I'm hoping he doesn't want to come out, because he sure is acting like he does. Try and get as close up of a view as we can get of him. Oh yeah, right on him. Boy, is he pretty. Look at him. Look at that shot right there. Looks like he's got eyebrows, doesn't it? It kind of looks like he's got Oscar the Grouch eyebrows. He's a good 3 inches now. And this was the first tarantula that I got for myself online. This was the first time I ever dealt with Cody Wilson. It had been 2 years ago in November. It was kind of a Christmas present to myself. So this one's kind of this one has a deer spot with me. I'll never get rid of him. I'll never send him out to breed. I'd rather find a female for him than send him out to breed. So we'll see what happens over the course of the next year or so. Maybe I can find a female that's a little bit bigger than he is. We'll see him freak out. We'll slowly put some water in there. Okay. Good looking guy. I still find it funny how the back end of his carapace there does not have the black coloring to it, but we'll have to keep an eye on that the next time he molts. Alrighty. Okay, so the spider in here is a Holothele sanguicepus. Now I've never seen this one eat. It has eaten, because there's a bolus. I just haven't seen it eat yet. And it's, you know, I don't ever know if they don't eat right away. I usually check on them the next day or soon, you know, within a day or two, see if the meal is still there so I can mark them down as being fed. But this one's tough to catch on camera. It's inside the skull. It spends the majority of its time inside the skull. You know, this stuff gets moved around here or there. And they're ripping down their shed, our neighbors, that's what they're doing. You wait till 8 o'clock at night on a Sunday to do that. Okay, so we're going to just let this one go. I don't think we're going to see it come out. If we do, before I put it back up, I will get it on there. I want to get these last handful of teas fed before I'm going to get this video uploaded tonight, because I do have to get to bed a little early because it's an early morning again for me, starting first shift again. So we'll move on to the Homo eoma species blue. Now for the last week, this guy has been down, or this girl has been down on the dirt until I pick it up to want to feed it and take this lid off because it likes to try and get out. And we don't want this one out. I don't want any of them out, to be honest with you. There's some I would be a little bit easier with than this one. So what we're going to do is the problem that I have with this container, the way that I did this is the roaches do go right to the back. If we're not actually, you're like, well, there he is. Or probably not going to see him eat because the roach went to the back. So I've never tried tongue feeding this one before, but I suppose I could try. We'll get another one. Make sure it's not too big. Oh, upside down he went. Oh, that was awesome. Okay, so there he is, or she is. Oh, I love this spider. colors are just fantastic. Okay, I'm going to get a picture or two of this one, and we'll move on to the next. Okay, well, we're going to try and do a through the glass feeding of the Brachypelma amelia. See if it's any interested whatsoever. This one's hit or miss with eating. From molt to molt, one molt it'll eat everything under the sun. The next molt it'll eat once and then it won't eat again for a long time. So that roach went in the... Going to be gone because we're going to climb right up and out. You could see it how this thing goes. So the roach is going to come up through here and come back out. So probably not going to see her eat. But at least we can get a picture of her real quick. Okay, we have a handful more and then we're going to be done. Okay, here is the mature male Monocentropas balfouri. This is going to be a quick drop of a roach and a cover back up. Oh, and he's chasing it. Oh, and he's threat posing. Look at that. Somebody's not very happy. Yeah, that light is bright, isn't it? It knows the roach is there. It wants it. Let's see if he'll get it. I hope so, because he didn't eat forever after he molted, and then we finally got him to eat that last time. I'd like for him to keep eating and keep healthy, but he knows it's there. So it's almost like he's tapping to get it to do something. I don't understand a lot of their behavior, you know, and why they do some of the things that they do. Here, kid. The roach is over here. We went up here. These all over the place. These are... I'm sure you guys watched, anybody that watches my channel, I'm sure watches Tom Moran's channel, and I watched his balfouri rehousing, which actually went very smooth for him, which is good. I'm happy that he didn't have issues. He's got a heck of a camera person there, but they are very skittish spiders. They are very, very, very skittish spiders. The balfouri. I mean, I can't wait to get the 5 in from Vlad and have a communal of them myself. It's going to be kind of cool. The way I'm going to set it up is try to mimic some of what you see or what they would actually live in wild, which is actually a very rocky kind of place. So I'm going to actually use real dirt, and I'm going to get another one of these mini helmets, and we'll drill small holes in it, and so we're going to set it up like a rocky island coast. I'll have to go out and start doing some searching for certain rocks, and because I'd like to get that thing set up and be ready when they get here. When that'll be, hopefully sometime this month. But yeah, I did see some pictures of what Socotra Island looks like and kind of what they naturally live in, and they do kind of dig in between rocks, and they live in rocky crevices actually with a lot of them together. Like I said, the Socotra Island is not a very big place, and the spiders are in very close proximity, and I think probably over the course of time they evolved to handle each other communally, or in close relationship with each other, and that's why they do so well in captivity in communal numbers. Now he's about 3 inches, so he matured out at about 3 inches. He's very pretty or handsome. Doesn't look like we're going to actually see him eat, but he will find that roach and he will eat it because he was chasing it. So at least you got to see a threat posture out of him. I know it's not the greatest shot right now because they're glaring off, but you can, there's the eyeballs. I'll give you one more quick look over here at him. I don't see my other one that often at all. Actually, very rarely do I see it. So, okay, let's move on. This is a Brachypelma albopilosum female. Probably don't need to cover her up. Roach is on its way down. And the roach is on its way out. I don't know how well you guys got that because the book cover is shining through there. Probably should have brought her up a little bit more. There she is. So she got her meal. I'm going to move on. Okay, now we're going to see if the Nandu chromatus is ready to eat. I'm going to take that as a big yes. I expected that roach not to go in there. See, when you want it to go in there, it doesn't. When you don't want it to, it does. He's going to bring it out. Actually, because he's used to eating pretty big prey. And there he is. We're going to give him another one. Oh, he caught that out of midair. That was cool. He caught that out of midair. There's going to be a nice dance here. Oh yeah, he's working it. He's going to work it right into his home. Nice. I'm telling you, again, I've suggested some spiders. If you don't have Psalmopoeus pulcher, I highly suggest getting one. And if you don't have a Nandu species, the Nandu chromatus are cheap as slings. They grow pretty quickly. They're voracious eaters. They rival the Acanthoscuria geniculatas as far as I think the You know, I mean, you've seen the hits there. He didn't waste any time. He caught that one out of the air with one already in his mouth. So, it's another one. You know, this was my son's. This was a Christmas gift. He said to go ahead and send him out to breed, and I may do a breeding loan with him because I wouldn't mind having some chromatus slings back, but I don't know. You know, I mean, I have to, like I said, I have to reevaluate what I'm going to do with my collection and where I'm going to move forward, and deciding on who I want to keep and who I want to move. Look at him. He is just working it to death. So we have him. We have two Davus peniloris that needs to be fed. The Acanthoscuria geniculata. And I think that's going to probably end it. I'm going to take you guys over. I think we might have got the roach. I'm not really sure. Belfory, maybe not. No, he didn't. He's just wandering around. I thought that was actually the elbow pelosum when I looked over here. Thought she was doing a happy dance. Okay, so let's move on to the Davus peniloris. Okay, you can see her abdomen there. And you can see her attacking there. There she is. She's going to do some dancing now. Dancing, dancing. Here is Rio, Acanthoscuria geniculata. We're going to try a dubia. Oh yeah, take it down, buddy. Yes, indeed. Yum it up. Come on. Not much of a dancer? Don't like the spotlight, do you? Alrighty. Alright, grab the Chaetopelma olivacum. I'm going to have to get that one something. No, I'm not, probably not. I probably can give it one of them small roaches in there. But he's or she is very difficult. She's so fast. It's hard to film her or try to film her because I know she'll bolt. Out of any spider that I have, honest to God, that is the one that I fear bolting the most, because it has tried many times and it does laps around that rectangle enclosure faster than almost any spider I've seen. Okay, let's give it a shot. This has got to be quick. Again, this is arguably the fastest spider and the most flighty spider I have. It's the Chaetopelma olivacum. It's right there in the corner. This one's a very streaky eater. I think what I gave it's probably a tad bit too big for it, and I think these act a little bit on the same concept as the Monocentropas belforii, where if you give them something smaller they seem to do better, but This was the smallest roach in the bin of roaches that I pulled out. And I think that the little crickets that I have are a little too small. This will probably, yeah, this is going to be the end of this video. So for those of you that haven't subscribed to KC Tarantulas, please go do that. He's going to be doing a giveaway soon. Once I think he reaches, I think he said 200 subscribers. So, you know, if you're a subscriber of mine and you haven't seen him, it's KC Tarantulas. He's located in Kansas City. Mike Farless, his name is, good guy. Help him get up over that 200 mark so he could do his giveaway. And go check out Danny Oakley. He's doing some an interesting twist to his channel by kind of twisting the shout outs a little bit. What he's going to do is he's going to kind of give a shout out to a keeper or a YouTuber, and he's going to have them send a video to him clip to end his shout out video, which I think is pretty cool. It's a nice gesture. He seems like a real nice guy. He's made real good friends with Dark Den. So, you know, go ahead and go check them out, watch their stuff, subscribe, and maybe someday when I get some time, I'll do a clip, or I'll talk to him and see if he can do a shout out for me, and I'll do a clip and send it to him. But yeah, I do have more tarantulas to feed, but I'm going to feed those off camera so I can get them done. I can upload this while I'm doing it because the battery's starting to get low and we need to recharge. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, send me a comment. You know, I know a lot of the same people are commenting all the time, which is great. I love interacting with moss and silver spiders and boxing boa and west coast arachnids, and you know, Dave Scott when he was still on, and you know, a handful, Marilyn Moore when she's got so many videos that she's trying to watch of so many channels, so she's way behind on watching videos, but she does watch them and she does comment. And Tarantula Dude and I think Tarantula Girl 99, there's a whole bunch of them that have been commenting, and I'm getting some spam comments, which, you know, if you're watching my videos and you're going to send me a comment that says, I know that this is going in the spam folder, but please click this link and watch this video, it's not going to happen. So don't even bother doing it. If you want to speak to me or you want to talk to me through Facebook, look me up again. Go to Tarantula Keepers. I'm an admin there, Dave Andrzejewski. That's the best place to find me. I'm also members of Tarantula Keepers Worldwide and Midwest Fang Gang, and you know, a whole bunch of other ones. So I'm not hard to find. But I'd rather, you know, if you want to talk to me about buying spiders or trading for spiders or whatever, you know, look me up there. Especially if I don't know you. You know, if I haven't interacted with you before, odds are I'm not going to. I don't click links unless they're specifically sent to me by somebody I know, so it's never going to happen, so you might as well just stop doing it. I've been getting a rash of them lately, and it's really annoying. So, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and end this again with a thank you, and have a great beginning of your week. Again, for those of us in the States, have a happy 4th of July on Tuesday. And we'll see. I guess it was Canada Day the other day. I'm not really sure. I seen that on Facebook, but if that's true, then happy belated Canada Day to all my Canada subscribers and friends. And we'll talk to everybody soon.